Republican Congresswoman Lauren Boebert of Colorado has long railed on the House floor that the left is grooming children by exposing them to what she calls obscene content in reference to things like drag performances for children and the use of LGBTQ inclusive flashcards to teach colors to students. Well, on Friday, Boebert apologized for her own behavior, coming at a recent performance of the family-friendly musical Beetlejuice, a showing in Denver.
Oh, that's a nice show.
That's a great, great.
That's very family-friendly.
For the kids, but
it's for the kids.
A lot of kids there.
Cards. She's worried about flash cards.
She's worried about flashcards. And let's also, as we're looking here at footage, let's give credit to the quality of the night vision cameras at this theater in Denver, Colorado. Extraordinarily clear. Because the 36-year-old Congresswoman first denied reports that she had been vaping during the performance, but you'll see in a moment, she was. According to the Denver Post, a pregnant woman seated behind her asked her to stop.
You're taking flash pictures.
There it is. Before Boebert was ejected for causing a disturbance at the show. But thanks to the high-quality cameras there in that theater, Boebert had to change her tune and apologize after surveillance video revealed that she was indeed vaping, as well as she and her companion explicitly groping each other repeatedly while they were in their seats. The Congresswoman, a mother of four and a grandmother, said, quote, "I simply fell short of my values on Sunday."
Jonathan, when you said explicitly groping each other, what does that mean?
I mean, don't ask Jonathan to answer that. I think
I think Lauren Boebert is not one known for reaching across the aisle in the Congress, but there was some of that here with her male companion. A lot of, let's say they were handsy in their behavior. So, Katty Kay, as we marvel again at the flash photos and the vaping and the, other lewd behavior, let's call it groping. Just another example of Republican hypocrisy to you?
I'm just glad that I'm not the one being asked to describe what groping means.
Hardship assignment.
Look, it's kind of rare, isn't it, to hear Lauren Boebert be sort of even vaguely apologetic about anything. She just doesn't do it very much. But I guess when you've just won your election by about whatever it was, 5 votes, you need to make sure that you hang on to all of the votes you possibly can, which I suppose is why she's sort of changed her tune. I mean, it's kind of a change of character for her to come out in anything other than defiant mode. So I think she realizes that this doesn't go down particularly well with people in her district. That's all I mean,
Jonathan, the thing is, she denied even the vaping part.
That's true.
And then,
but the video has it.
And then the vaping came out, and then what a lot of Republicans are focused on, the hypocrisy of the groping, where she's concerned about flashcards, and we won't show it here. This is obviously a family show, other than when I accidentally say the F word 12 times. But she, it was really explicit groping, according to a lot of Republicans that were just saying, this is, I don't know if it might have been Ann Coulter who said, this is why everybody calls us such hypocrites. Here's a woman being shocked and stunned and saying she's this Christian nationalist and Jesus should have had AR-15s and he wouldn't have been crucified, and these flashcards are going to destroy our women. She's there with a bunch of kids and families and doing all of this stuff. And I guess she's apologized because so many Republicans are attacking her.
Yeah, it's a rare moment. So many Republicans, Donald Trump included, tend to continue to deny things even when presented with video evidence that what happened. I guess give her partial credit for not doing that. She also flipped off a number of the theater staffers when she stormed out of the showing. Mind you, again, family showing, Beetlejuice, Denver. But Lauren Boebert, also, she barely won, as Katty said, last time around. And the Democrats feel like they've got a pretty good challenger against her this time, too. So her seat's certainly not safe. But she also, this comes at a moment where she's one of the rabble-rousers in the House with Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz and others trying to push to impeach President Biden and shut down the government. So she has more time, perhaps, to attend family-friendly shows in Denver with a male companion, which she's overly friendly with.
Yeah, well, I think actually the biggest, probably her biggest concern right now is Republicans may do what they did with Steve King and I, when just go enough. and forget about the general election, and make it to a point where Republicans decide they're going to put up somebody strong to run against her in the primary because they don't want, Republicans don't want this.